Hi everybody, here's Krystian from TeamworkCast.
And here's Gereon.
And this is Netrunner and TeamworkCast. This is the Euregio tournament, Euregio 4 tournament on the 8th of November in Aachen. And this is a tournament where players from all over Europe come together. And in this fourth round, game number 1, we have Guybrush, Nico from Cologne here, playing on the left, which we saw in the previous round, I think. And we have Charles from Belgium on the right. Have you played against Charles, Gereon?
No, neither of them in this tournament. I play Nico. We play almost every week because he's part of our weekly meetup. But I wasn't paired against him during this tournament.
So Charles is one of the most friendliest players I played against. He's so polite. It's just crazy. And he's sporting some really amazing gear right here.
Yeah, it's a World's mat.
World Championship play mat. I think he didn't win it, though. I asked him, and I think he got it from eBay. So.
Okay. I think there was only Min from Belgium went to Worlds last year.
Yes, I think Min was certainly is a popular player.
But
I don't know. Maybe I guess the Klimsha maybe also.
Yeah, maybe he went also. But I was going to say the European presence at Worlds was, I believe, much stronger this year than it was in 2014.
Yeah, so that's why we were, like all of us who stayed behind, were doing so great in this
exactly.
Region 4.
Yeah.
Because this was taking place at the same time that the finale of the Worlds was taking place.
Yeah.
So, everybody, like all the good players are gone and just us are left, Gereon, just us.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have Nico will be playing the Andromeda, starting with 9 cards, and Charles will be playing the NBN NEH. Alright, so he plays Hedge Fund, it's a good start, and Iceland from HQ.
That's an unusual start.
Usually you put start like a remote or something and draw a card, but not using his abilities for now. So, sure gamble.
Yeah, he just said could have been better.
Thank you,
Falco visiting again.
Thank you, very important.
Yeah, I think he made a point of visiting the top table.
Always making sure that his finger is prominently visible. Alright, so we see the Desperado, very important. Dirty Round in Archives, such a good start as Andromeda. The standard. And the third click is going to be another Dirty Laundry. That's good, just getting all the monies. That's the thing with Dirty Laundry. I really never want to play Dirty Laundry without at least a Desperado out. Secure testing is great.
Yeah.
Of course, if you have prepaid voice bet, then also.
It's also great.
But if you're getting just 3 credits out of Dirty Laundry, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, but if you do it right, you also can get accesses out of it. So
yeah, I mean, if you're getting like an access on R&D, that's
an access and 3 credits. That's also,
okay. That's okay.
Also not so bad.
But if you're just running on archives to see cards that you already saw and 3 credits, that's
just for the money.
Alright, so there's the card being installed there, and Nico immediately exploits this with a bank job. Alright, 6 credits into. Oh man, and even Dirty Laundry. What? Oh, damn.
3 Dirty Laundries on the opening hand.
This is that's a good play.
He's not going to have a money problem in this game, I would say.
For now.
Yeah.
Again, this game is just the game where it's so easy to spend money. It's incredible. It's more incredible in real life.
That's true.
So you pay the 2 for the
it's so swingy.
What was it I have now? It's like 20, 25, 27 minus whatever he's paying. Yeah.
We'll have to double check that math. There's a lot.
Now it's 25.
Alright. Drawing card with his 3rd click.
Yeah.
And checking what that was.
His sounds
and
he's rich enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that Sansan was not a plus in total for Charles here. But he keeps installing stuff, keeps drawing stuff.
Has an NAPD on hand.
And again, for looking, like thinking back on your game, it's really not something you want to have as NBN.
Sometimes you have to make do with what you get.
Sometimes you have to win the hard way, the hardest way possible. Alright, installing an ice in front of that remote, making sure that there's not going to be an easy run here. Gear checking, basically. Guybrush here. I like how Guybrush is using those ghetto tokens.
Yeah, that's so worn.
Alright, running on that remote, that is going to be a Quandary, not Quandary, Enigma.
Can't even read the ball pen numbers on them anymore.
Eventually there will just going to be like just pieces of cardboard, like both sides, they're completely not... Alright, so he loses a click through Enigma and then installs with his last click the Earthrise Hotel.
Earthrise.
There's all discussion where Earthrise Hotel is. What do you think?
Isn't it on the moon?
I don't know.
I think it's in the books.
No, it's not.
It's not really called Earthrise, but it's something very, very, very close.
The one where the murder takes place, you mean?
Yeah,
no, that's not
in Free Fall, isn't it?
No, that's not different. Also, if it was on the moon, there would be no Earthrise. Because the Earth stays stationary.
But, okay, then it's maybe on the Challenger planetoid.
There's a Earthrise restaurant on Challenger.
Yeah, that was
Earthview restaurant.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're at Ferry and running on R&D. That is going to be a pop-up window.
Pop-up, alt-art.
Alt-art pop-up. Charles, a man with taste.
Yeah, I'm also in the faction that likes the alt-art pop-up. I love it.
Finding normal people. We're running the HQ, and that is going to be a wraparound. That's really bad because, of course, Andromeda wants to account siphon.
Yeah.
And just a wraparound is not really good protection against the account siphon. I really like how Nico was able to face check everything just with the ferry. That's basically the function of the ferry.
That is so great.
Making sure that there is no architects, because as we know, face checking architects is not a good idea.
You'll just love it when that happens when you're cop.
And there's going to be some more, even more amazing sentries coming up. We saw it in the draft. Man, some of the cards. It's going to be crazy, like the Jinteki one, where you play the Psy game for Kumainu effect. Alright, so that's going to be a passport. We'll get him in the remotes. No, he actually won't do anything.
No, it's central only.
Why did he install a passport?
I don't know.
Well, there's a total.
Yeah, in front of R&D, he's paying 3.
He can get through with a passport.
Could. Yeah, but it's gonna be expensive.
Well, it was expensive for Charles too. Charles is
sure.
And of course, it's Andromeda. Maybe he has emergency shutdown or something.
Yeah, I believe he checked out.
He bounced.
Yeah, he bounced.
And then Shrugamba Man, he drew all his economy right now. There's just, I think, one Shrugamba left in his deck.
Okay, security testing. So, are we gonna see an ice on archives?
Yeah, that's what he's channeling. I really like the timing here because Charles, it seems like Charles wanted to fast advance something, but now he can't. He had paid the money for the toll booth. He has to do something about the archives, and clearly he won't.
And you absolutely want to stop the money train from security testing, so you can't leave any servers unprotected.
But it's so difficult for NBN. That's why, like Min also said this in podcast recently, that in the post Data and Destiny data, which I guess is a bit old school by the time we're releasing this, but still, like maybe criminals have a good chance now. Yeah,
a lot of people are actually toying with Gabe again,
and Andromeda's.
Andromeda also. Yeah.
It's really good against like a resource-heavy meta because they have the security testing, which punishes unprotected servers. Maker's Eye. Ha!
In Andromeda.
So getting through the toll booth, doing all the maths to get through the toll booth with a passport. Flashing the passport and toll booth, so to speak.
Yeah. He does have an answer for what's your favorite color.
Is that what it says?
No, it's the Monty Python.
Right, getting the Astro, so great, such a great snipe here, but otherwise seeing nothing. That Maker's Eye did already its job. It was certainly a great solution for Maker's Eye. You can't complain about this.
Yeah, whenever you steal an agenda, it's worth it. Especially stealing an Astro.
Yeah. And of course, against the toll booth, that's exactly what you want. You want to have multi-access when the runs are expensive.
So, I think there are 2 beers and team sponsorship on the corpse hand.
So okay, there is going to be a team sponsorship installed. I think Charles at this point really can't really afford to protect all the servers. He doesn't have the clicks, he doesn't have the ice, he does have a bit of ice. But he would have to stretch himself so thin. Did he draw a card from this?
I think he did.
Okay. Gotta say, I really love the twins artwork.
Yeah. If only the card were better.
Well, it was more popular. It's a good card. It
Yeah,
killed me previously. So there's a data sucker token, so that's really great because secure testing is going to be it's so good right now. 3 credits and a data sucker token.
Absolutely has to ice up archives.
So good.
But on the other hand, he's playing open remotes, so then.
Yeah. Well,
archives is more important for the runner because the data sucker tokens.
Yeah, at least denying the data sucker tokens that's already worth at least like per round or something.
There's a Corroder. Yeah, with a special order.
Yeah. Yep. So maybe we're going to see an account siphon. That would be good timing right now. Although Charles can res Sansan in response. And the Enigma protects the Sansan if that's the Sansan server.
There's the Corroder. And then...
Oh, legwork!
Legwork.
So you pay 1, you gain 1.
Yeah. And 1 sucker.
Getting through the data sucker token? What? Why data sucker? Oh, he gets a data. Scoring the Beal. Uh-oh. Biotic. And scoring... Oh!
NAPD. Wow.
Wow, Nico. Guybrush having a really good run here. Just needs one more agenda to wrap up this game.
That's gonna be a fast one.
Charles, man, has to really put the pedal to the metal. He's also partly thinking about this. He's at 7 credits, which is not bad.
Yeah.
But it could be so much better.
And I think he has one more agenda on hand.
Yeah.
One more beer, and probably is one of the cards behind the Enigma is also an agenda.
But look at Nico, who is down to 5 credits after the NAPD score. So and there's not much economy more coming up from Nico.
Yeah, that's true.
So a rest of a Sansan now would be pretty good.
But yeah, he can always make more money with the.
That's true. So Charles decides to get credits,
and he played 1 bank job, right? So he's probably got
at least a second.
More, yeah, at least a second one.
But man, bank job and security testing, all of the economy that you need. Yeah. I saw recently. It's interesting the history of the card bank job. Because it wasn't really successful when I came in, where I was like, okay, you get just 1 credits and nobody's playing the remotes anyway. Everybody preferred the security testing.
Yeah.
So that's account siphon.
You called it. Resing all the stuff. Purging viruses.
Okay, just access?
Well, not purging yet, just resing.
Yeah, just resing it, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I really like how he timed it perfectly, so he can res everything. Yeah. So he's at 0 credits now.
1 credit for this round.
And there's going to be an access.
Yeah.
That's good.
What was that? I didn't see it.
That was some shipment from Sansan.
So shipment.
If he draws into agenda, he can score it immediately with a Sansan. And Nico runs the security testing.
Security testing one. Giving him 3 credits.
Oh, I love how even his dice is ghetto. It's losing 2 pegs. Playing the student way. Just can't afford student loans and everything.
I don't like seeing the red Sansan.
So there's some nice table talk going on. He says he doesn't like the rest Sansan with 6 points scored and the opponent has 0.
Yeah, that's...
Mr. 1% is not quite happy with it.
How do you say meckern auf hohem Niveau in English?
Complaining on high-level complaining.
High-level complaining.
Or I guess the translation is first world problems.
First world.
Right, install advance.
Oh! 15 minutes.
I love it.
That's not the agenda you want to score as your first.
But now the team sponsorship has been rest, so he
Yeah.
triggers this team sponsorship.
Yeah,
he
that's-
can get back something
Yeah.
important. And being I mean, he cannot really afford
of course.
to gain money.
In a situation, he can't really be picky about what agendas he's scoring.
And not only that, like even if he clicks for credits, then Guybrush can account siphon.
Sure.
And there is nothing that can be rest right now, so
Yeah.
You don't want to be rich at this point.
And team sponsorship is just a great effect. Being able to install ice without paying the install cost is a huge savings.
And interesting that he installs something on R&Ds, which
Yeah.
tells me that he doesn't have any more agendas on
Yeah.
hand, and he wants to make sure that there is no agenda.
Or maybe it's a mind game and he's bluffing.
That's even better. So secure testing on the team sponsorship. Nico doesn't want to trash. He doesn't do the thing that Wojtek did once, where he trashed everything and he couldn't secure test anymore.
Yeah, that's shooting yourself in the foot.
Well, sometimes you may have to make those mistakes to learn. Yeah. So secure testing the... Oh, it's Alt Fem. I'm thinking there's going to be on a tall booth.
On toll booth.
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
that's the counter card to Tollbooth.
So it's such a great card.
Pay one.
Pay one pop up. You gain one.
Alright, running there, no rest. For 2 credits he gets through. But nothing. At least there's some kind of R&D lock.
One.
Alright, but it's easily thwarted by the NBN NEH ability. Whenever he installs a new server, the first time he installs a new server, he draws a card, which he just did. And gets credits.
Just take 3. Hasn't got really any other options.
Yeah. It really needs maybe some kind of ice to prevent count siphon.
Yeah, but he's already stretched thin with his ice 3 deep on R&D.
This doesn't really look too
Yeah.
good. There's an R&D that is going to be another wraparound.
And
Does
so
nothing.
it's- Yeah,
Just
3
1 credit.
3 credits in total to get in.
Oh man, Nico just needs 1 Maker's Eye and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
But if there's an ID that can do like the miraculous recovery,
That's NEH, that's true. Yeah.
unless maybe you're Heinzel, in which case it's also RP.
What does it show us?
It's
Oh,
a-
it's a Jackson. Yeah, and he doesn't have enough money to trash it.
So that's interesting. Nico is also like scraping at the bottom of the barrel right now, which gives Charles the opportunity to rest the pet campaign. Oh, and I see a hedge fund being drawn here, so that's great. Maybe we're just gonna see click for credits.
Yeah, that's what I would do probably.
There's some thinking going on. Because the thing is, like, Nico can do just with 1 credit, he can do a count siphon. That's really not the position you want to be
Yeah.
at. Especially if there's nothing that can be rest as a response.
That's true.
That's always the strategy I learned against criminals. Like, every turn you have to ask yourself, what happens if there's going to be an account siphon next turn? What will you do when the area strikes? Right, this is installing its server and getting 2 credits.
Okay, security testing. Okay, running.
Is this going to be some kind of cheeky score?
Yeah, could be.
Security testing?
one.
Helps out with the click
Yeah.
tracking, which is fine, which is good. You should do this. As we saw recently in some of the games that we posted, people are upset when you do 6 click turns. Running an R&D. Wow, he actually runs an R&D with such few credits. I mean, if there was an NAPD, he could have scored this.
At last agenda.
Nico is struggling with his last agenda. Second secure testing will help him to keep up the money. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The trend now goes to the second secure testing. Like the second car, you know?
With a credit.
Getting credit like a peasant. run.
Yeah, but next turn he's gonna have, what's it, like 10 credits after the 2 security testing runs?
I would have run Archive.
Yeah, maybe.
You use Jackson.
Oh, that was Jackson the server baiting the run, but there is no run forthcoming. I guess you wanted to bait an inside job or test maybe for an inside job.
Yeah.
But there was no inside job, so maybe that's a secure server now.
Maybe you will do that.
And that's actually a good bait if you manage to force out an inside job, because that's also one of the dangers against criminals.
Yeah.
If you have your servers only 1 ice deep,
Yeah.
you can never be safe.
And of course, there's always a possibility that they're running some other kind of code gate breaker, which probably Nico does. I'm thinking maybe Rex, maybe Yogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like.
I'm guessing Rex.
Sometimes we also see Zul.
Yeah, Zul is also an option.
That's nice too.
Alright, so that's going to be a hedge fund. Yeah, securing HQ, that's very important. Although, I mean, Nico has his breaker suite assembled. It's just going to be taxing.
Okay.
Drawing on the last bit. Okay.
Alright, secure testing there and secure testing there. It's going to be 6 credits for 2 clicks.
Okay, take 3. Take 3.
And getting all the credits in the world. I mean, I think Charles is not really seeing. Like, I think Charles is giving up a little bit on this game right now. Difficult to keep up the morale under the circumstances.
Yogg.
Yogg being installed, the ferry goes. Because there's a fam.
He has fam, he has plenty of money.
And although
So-
Charles has a bit of money right now.
Yeah. But what kind of sentries are you expecting in NEH? I mean, architect obviously, but what else?
So you press 10 for 5.
And he has like 7 data sector tokens, so
But now he runs
Yeah.
on the server,
Yeah.
and now he has to encounter the cyberdecks,
Yeah.
so all the data sucker tokens are
okay.
gone. I don't know
Yeah.
if that was a good idea to do this right now. But I guess right now Charles has got up his money, so we want to make sure that Charles cannot like fast
Yeah.
run something. And look at how poor Nico is right now.
And Charles has drawn quite a number of cards and didn't install any new remotes recently, so there's probably an agenda or 2 in his hand now.
On the other hand, like Nico, right, at least like in the same vein, Nico has, with the install of the Yogg, Nico has basically made sure that there is no secure server out there.
Yeah.
So this is really bad for Charles. He has to. I mean, the one good thing is like the criminals usually don't have any clout or anything. So Charles
Plus,
can.
he has no way of getting it out.
So Charles can
mid-
fast advance something.
Yeah.
And he just gets money. We saw the. Did we saw the Baltic Labor previously? Forgot to
Yeah,
put this game up previously.
I think when he had the multi-access on R&D.
I think so. Maybe you were just confusing the games. Never mind. We have to assume that there is at least one Baltic Labor in the game.
Yeah, the family was lucky one.
It's probably not going to be a butcher shop from what we saw previously. It's probably one of those new, at least at the point where this came out, it was this new type of NBN with Steam sponsorship, sometimes turtlenecks.
Okay.
Yeah, but if he gets turtlebacks now, it's really too late.
Yeah, it's a bit late. Running that's
Blackmail.
blackmail. I love blackmail. Such a good card.
Yeah, and it's such a pain to play against.
It's the best against Clot. It's
Yeah.
the most delicious thing where it's like Clot is in archives and they grant things they can threaten the Clot with a clone chip. Nope.
Security testing.
Testing the pad campaign.
He did trash the
Yeah.
blackmail blacklist. And then checking that scoring server, that's Sansan.
And I tried it.
Wow, he trashed the Sansan.
My turn?
Even before it was rest, I don't think this aggressiveness is really.
It's not really warranted.
No.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's
security testing is really helpful.
6'2". He can take his time and
Yeah,
just
you can let him score one thing out, whatever.
How many cards in the end?
Charles is maybe threatening the butcher shop. How many cards in hand? How many cards in hand?
Well, I think it's more of a...
it's more of a sweep.
Yeah, but that's the kind of the nice thing about NBN. You always have a good excuse to ask for the hand size. Wow!
Icing up LD even more.
Is Charles, was that really worth it? Is it really like the wraparound doing anything for you right now?
Taking free.
Well, I think it's important to have like at least one unrest ice on each central server, so the runner cannot calculate how much money it will cost to get in. Especially in a situation like this where Guybrush doesn't really have too much money. He really has to make sure that he can actually pay for a given run.
Or one more.
Running on that Jackson is trashing a Jackson for money. Ooh,
But on everything, you gain one dispel.
Charles doing a good job to keep Nico poor.
Keeping track. Okay. Security testing.
Second security testing,
And then spend all my credits.
And another Earthrise.
and then Earthrise. What does Guybrush want to draw?
5 turns ago.
Maybe it is the inside jobs or
Maybe.
bank jobs.
Maybe a Maker's Eye. Another Maker's Eye would help. Especially in the long run. The most painful thing is like if Charles can fast advance, like even like a breaking news, which I see on his hand, he can get back the Sansan.
Yeah, that's true. And Earthrise also plays well with the 2 security testings. He gets cards and still has 2 clicks left for doing something else after he did the testing runs.
Absolutely. I liked Earthrise when it came out. I thought I was always like really excited about this. It fell out of favor when Baby came out.
When the baby came out, yeah.
But now I'm back on a Earthrise Hotel.
So I will do one.
Earthrise Hotel camp. It's really nice to create a deck that's just basic overdraws. That really has a lot of money. And then you add Earthrise to just reduce the money a little bit because the Earthrise costs a lot of money. But then you get card draw for free.
Yeah.
I will do biotic.
Well, there's going to be Biotic.
There we are.
Okay.
Ooh,
Is it
Enough Sansan.
shipment from Sansan on the thing.
Breaking news.
What?
Earthrise.
okay? Because he's tagged. He can trash the Earthrise.
Oh, damn, son! That's crazy.
It's a unexpected play.
Wow. Paying a lot of money to get rid of that Earthrise.
Yeah.
I mean, this is great because Nico now is completely poor and he doesn't have the card draw.
Back the Jackson.
And Jackson gets back. Jackson?
So I guess no cards.
Interesting that he took back the Jackson, not the Sansan. I guess the Jackson can get back the Sansan anyway. So yeah, and we're gonna see the secure testings. Drawing card. So one card I really love in our criminals is John Masanori.
Yeah, I never gotten the hang of John.
He's a bit tricky. You have to get the timing right because if you don't have secure access to servers, he can be a huge liability.
Exactly.
But in such case, I mean, he would get the Earthrise Hotel effect for free, basically. All right, access on HQ.
So Cyberdex.
Cyberdex, purging that data sucker token. Man, it's so bad that the alt art for data sucker is so rare because I think the original art is a bit could use some work. I don't know. I always think there's a little tiny squid or something.
Squid, yeah.
But some people think it's an angel with a weird head.
Never looked at it that way.
I've seen some alt art where it's like the head and then you see the wing on the right side.
Okay.
Alright, so that's the Jackson. The Jackson being used to draw cards. And so now it's Guybrush's turn. He just secure tests as expected. I think he could start poking on RD again. He has a lot of money. And I don't know what could be on that. I mean, it could be maybe in E3
3 plus whatever the outermost ice is.
Secure tests again.
And raising the outermost ice will set Charles back also.
Definitely.
So
I see Charles has another Jackson. Huh. Weird game. It's kind of also weird that Charles... Oh, run on HQ.
oh,
And that's
okay.
going to be an architect.
yeah.
It's quite expensive to break with a fem, but whatever. It works. Now with Data Sucker, it's going to be easier to deal with this. Wow,
Sansan.
man, how many Sansons are in this deck?
And he's trashing it.
It's like you're playing the old Netrunner rules. 20 Sansons?
Was there actually Sansan in original Netrunner? Or something like it?
Yes, there
Oh,
was the Washington Grid, I think
okay.
it was called. But I think it had different numbers. We didn't see it in draft.
No, we didn't. No.
But we saw some other pretty broken,
pretty crazy, pretty broken cards. Yeah.
Alright, secure testing those two
Testing,
cards
testing.
Security testing.
and getting those credits.
Security testing.
Another
Yeah.
secure testing, yep. Those secure testings are really doing a good job right now. Man, how much money they brought in, and just think about this. Without the secure testings,
Run HQ.
Guybrush would have been
Must
really
have
bad.
been a dozen, if not 20 credits already.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he is running on HQ, using now the data sucker token to make the break,
That's a Jackson, and he's gonna let it live.
Check the outermost.
and he checks the outer mode, which is another. Oh, this game seems to be slipping away
Okay.
from him.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated that he's lost track of checking R&D.
My turn.
I'm thinking maybe he doesn't expect Charles to have even more biotic labors. Usually you see those
Yeah.
decks having maybe one,
Maybe one. Yeah.
maybe two biotic labors, but this really costs a lot of influence. And I think, oh, there's a Astro on hand. He installs. So this is a bit weird if that's an Astro that he installed here, because Guybrush has been checking the servers pretty. Oh, there's a second one. Oh, damn. Oh, this is looking bad. Suddenly this game has been turned upside down.
And I need to install something.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't rest, huh?
I don't have money.
Yeah, he doesn't have the money,
Oh, he doesn't have the money. So he gets.
but he can still trigger the first one. Falco paying us a visit again.
And showing very briefly, he's in a hurry. You can tell that wasn't really like he didn't really mean it like he really does with a.
Yeah, he was distracted by distributing all of the scoring sheets.
Yep, Samson gets back.
So here. Okay.
Okay, in a special server, so he draw. No, he didn't draw. He already drew. I wonder where he put the sand in a sand server, not in behind the Enigma.
Behind the Enigma would be safer.
I mean, it doesn't matter because the Enigma doesn't cost anyway. But
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. There's York on the table. It's not safer at all.
Same old thing.
same old thing.
Same old thing, yeah.
I think we're gonna say Maker's Eye.
Use it for legwork.
Oh, no legwork. Huh? So interesting. Guybrush still thinks there's more agendas on hand.
So
Yeah. Again, one from.
yeah, you get one and you it's okay.
Oh, this is really good. I mean, this costs 2 credits to get through and 2 credits for the legwork. So we might see the end of the game right now.
Sweep, and...
Trashing this Jackson. Oh, this is so painful. Trashing a Jackson while there's already a Jackson active on the table.
Yeah. But I think you have to do it anyways. I mean, it reduces the number of cards you can pull back. So
That's true, but now things are looking grim. Now this one Astro token has really turned this game upside down.
exactly.
Turn the tables.
6-4. So there's one more Astro in the game. And then we're even.
I mean, Charles needs still 2 agendas to win this game, but one of the agendas can be also breaking news, so he can fast advance.
He probably doesn't have another 1-pointer. I mean, the breaking news and the 15 minutes are already on the table, so I would guess there's only breaking Astros, NAPDs, and Beals left in his agenda suite.
Well, I was playing with 2 breaking news and 1 15 minutes, but I think my agenda suite was a bit different.
So if it's the regular agenda composition for NBN or these kinds of decks, then he just switched out one of the breaking news for the 15 minutes.
But by the way, that's exactly what I did when I started. I just took out one breaking news and put because I just got the box in the morning. Pretty difficult to get those English language boxes here in Germany recently.
Run on D.
Right?
Yeah, D&D was delayed quite a bit, wasn't it? Yeah.
So I had Konstantin had to buy it from Netherlands. And actually that delayed Konstantin getting the box. I think he just got it like a couple of days ago, which is weeks after this was recorded. Running on R&D? Oh man! Nico is not, Guybrush is not really happy with what just happened here because he just saw 1 card, spent a lot of credits to get through. No rest on the outer ice though.
Yeah, I mean, if he's just seeing one card off the top.
Yeah, he has to check all the remotes, obviously.
And then he doesn't have any of the usual R&D or HQ interfaces out.
Oh, I think there's another remote outside of the camera.
How many cards in hand? 4.
4 cards on hand, so sweepstake might be good, no? Ah, there we see the third card.
And that's a pet campaign, isn't it?
Yeah. Nico is not in a position to trash it anytime soon. He does get a lot of money, 6 credits every turn, but
he's also spending 2 clicks on that, so and he still maybe wants to draw more cards.
He's looking for his final agenda like crazy.
I think if I were him, I would start hammering R&D. It's 3 credits to get in.
Yeah. That's probably his best choice. I mean, I think he's looking for his Maker's Eye. We saw him playing 1. I was kind of surprised that he used his
that he used the same old thing for that. Yeah.
It didn't seem like a smart choice at this point, but maybe he saw some things on R&D that we weren't aware of.
Jackson to draw.
He just needs to see 1 like breaking news and win the game. It's so crazy. Sometimes the last agenda, man. Sometimes this last 1 agenda, this is the most difficult one to score. That's so great about Netrunner. It's always so close.
Yes, that's what I love about the game as well.
Right, so that is
much fun for money.
Starting to look grim.
He's starting to look grim, it says. Wow, already giving up the ghost here.
That's
same
old thing.
Please make us.
Now do the Maker's Eye, please.
Legwork again.
I think he's suffering from tunnel vision. Sometimes you get that, and you're so focused.
But maybe that was a good choice after all. Okay.
Sweeps week.
Oh, yes.
Oh God! It was the only agenda on hand, though. So that was good because next turn Charles could have fast advanced this, and that would have been looking really bad.
Yeah.
Wow, what a weird game.
Yeah, starting out so with a rush on Nico's side, and then slowing down.
It was more exciting than seen at first.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, we're gonna move on to the second game. Before we do, we have to remind you guys that Gereon did some amazing apps on an app store.
Yes, I did. If I may say so myself.
You may, sir, you may.
Yeah, that's I built NetDeck and NRTM. Actually, the other way around. NRTM came first. It's NetDeck is the deck builder, and NRTM is the tournament manager for Netrunner.
Both apps are reasonably priced.
Yes, they cost $0.
So you can get them for free. Both games are on both apps are on iPad and
iPhone. Yeah.
So you can organize tournaments from the comfort of your bed. I'm not gonna do the toilet thing.
Yeah. Let's not go there anymore.
Or you can do it everywhere. You can organize tournaments everywhere that you want. So check out, and of course you can build decks everywhere you want with connections to NRDB, which for me is the most important feature of the.
That's really important. I think you can't have a deck builder right now that doesn't connect to.
Yeah, it just became such a vital tool.
It's such a vital tool. Yeah.
So what happens when they ever shut it down, man?
I think they won't.
It's right now. It's too big to fail.
Yeah,
We will find a way. All right. So yeah, check out those apps. Really amazing apps on the App Store. And NRTM.
Yeah.
Which we're looking for a better name, maybe. So post in the comments if you find a better name. And of course, NetDeck as well. And we're gonna see next turn what those guys will do. Until then, we're gonna
hack the planet! Hack the planet!
Shut up and get in the car!
Shit on me.
This episode of Netrunner TeamworkCast was created with a generous support from our listeners. If you enjoy the show and you can't get enough Netrunner videos, please check out our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/hacktheplanet.